Hi there, and welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity. I'm Jamie Watkinson-Harvey, your certified dog trainer, behaviour consultant, and host of this podcast. Whether you're relaxing at home or out for a walk with your pup, I'm really glad that you're here because today we're going to be covering something that's really important: how to choose the right dog trainer for you and your dog. I know that finding a good dog trainer can feel overwhelming, and there are so many different styles, methods, and qualifications thrown around. And sadly, not all trainers are created equal. So in today's episode, we're going to cut through the confusion and get clear on what to look for and what to avoid, and how to make sure you're getting support that's kind, ethical, and actually effective. Now, let's start with the obvious. Every dog is different, and so is every human. A great dog trainer doesn't just train dogs, they coach people. So when you're choosing a trainer, you want someone who takes the time to understand you as much as they understand your dog. The right trainer should make you feel heard, supported, and never judged. You should leave sessions feeling clearer and more hopeful and more connected to your dog, not confused, frustrated, or like you've done something wrong. But the biggest factor, their methods. Because no matter how friendly or persuasive a trainer might seem, if they're using outdated or harmful methods and techniques, it's not worth it. So let's talk about that. Okay, this is a biggie. You might hear the term balanced trainer thrown around a lot. It sounds harmless, right? Like someone who's a bit of everything. But here's the truth. Balanced training usually includes punishment, like leash corrections, spray bottles, e-collars, or verbal intimidation. They might also say they only use corrections when necessary, or start with positive reinforcement. But the second the behaviour isn't fixed quickly, the corrections begin. It's like saying, I only shout at my dog when I have to. But that doesn't make shouting okay. And aversive methods, these rely on fear or pain to control behaviour. And I want to be really clear here. Dogs are sentient beings. They learn best and feel safest when they're taught through kindness, patience, and clarity. There's a reason marine mammal trainers don't use shock collars on dolphins or killer whales. Because it wouldn't work. These animals are trained using positive reinforcement alone. And guess what? The same science applies to dogs. Studies consistently show that dogs trained with aversive methods are more likely to show signs of stress, fear, and even aggression. They might obey, sure, but it's obedience born from fear, not trust. We want dogs who choose to work with us because they enjoy it, not because they're scared of what happens if they don't. All right, let's dig into those red flags that we want to be watching out for. If you're scrolling through websites or chatting with a potential trainer, keep your eyes and ears open for these warning signs. First, avoid anyone who talks about dominant alpha roles or being the pack leader. These ideas are based on outdated wolf studies that have since been debunked. Your dog is not trying to overthrow you. They're just trying to feel safe. Next, watch out for tools like prong collars, choke chains, e-collars, or slip leads used for corrections. If a trainer relies on these tools, they're choosing control over communication. Another big red flag, guarantees of results. Dogs are not robots. A good trainer will guide you through a process, not promise a quick fix. And finally, pay attention to how they talk about dogs. If a trainer refers to dogs as stubborn, manipulative, or needing to be put in their place, walk away. You want a trainer who respects dogs as thinking, feeling individuals, not as problems to be controlled. So what should you look for? Well, first off, find someone who's open about their qualifications and continuing education. Dog training isn't regulated in the UK, so anyone can call themselves a trainer. And that's why it's so important to ask, where did they study? Are they part of any recognised organisations? Do they stay up to date with modern science-backed methods? Look for trainers who promote positive reinforcement, use clicker training or marker words, and prioritise your dog's welfare and emotional state. You also want someone who coaches you. A great trainer doesn't just train your dog for you, they help you understand your dog, adjust your environment, and build new habits together. And one of my favourites? Trainers who talk about enrichment. If someone is focused on meeting your dog's needs beyond just obedience, like sniffing, play, rest, and mental stimulation, that's a brilliant sign. Now let's talk about something I get asked all of the time. Do I need an in-person trainer or can I work with someone online? The answer really depends on the situation. In-person training is fantastic for things like loose lead walking, recall, or any issues where the trainer can observe the environment and body language in real time. But remote sessions, they can be just as powerful, especially for behaviour consultants like separation anxiety, reactivity, or fear-based issues. In fact, working remotely often means your dog feels more relaxed because not dealing with the added pressure of a stranger in their space. Remote training also means you can access qualified ethical trainers even if they're not local to you. If you live somewhere rural or your schedule is hectic, it opens up so many more options. And the best part, with the right support, you'll be building the skills to train with your dog, not relying on someone else to fix them. Now, before we wrap up, here's a fun one for you. Did you know that dogs trained using positive reinforcement methods actually seek out their humans more often? Yep, research has shown that these dogs are more likely to be engaged, more responsive, and more trusting. They don't just learn, they thrive. And that's it for today's episode of Paws and Pawsitivity. I hope this chat helps you feel more confident about choosing a trainer who's the right fit for you and your pup. Remember, your dog deserves kindness, understanding, and support. And so do you. You don't have to put up with harsh methods or trainers who make you feel small. There are amazing, ethical professionals out there who can help you and your dog build the relationship you truly want. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful, I would love it if you can give the podcast a positive rating, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Your support helps us reach more dog lovers and keeps the positive message going. Until next time, take care and give your pup a big hug from me. Woofity woof!